Hi everyone, this is John. Hey, I'm over here, I'm over here at Beacon Rock area. I'm sitting here, I'm watching this Vixen, this chick named Vixen, I think, Vixups, whatever it is. She's on Chatterbait, she has her hair lots of times, it's purple. Today it's a little darker brown, and she's just got some purple streaks in it. She's done a little dye job to her hair. She's got the perfect fucking attitude, I'll tell you what. And she fucking calls out men and their fucking weirdness and shit. And their perversion of men. Men want men. Men want chicks with dicks. They want trannies. They want, transvestites. And also the boys' room, or the boys' room, they all give blowjobs in the back room, in the boys' club. And this girl, boy, she was fucking right on it. So was another one. But another thing, there's a tranny on here right now. And this guy looks like a woman. And Max Hill, I think, is what it goes by. Max Hill. Oh, my God. So anyway, it's sometimes the beauty's in the name. Or not. But this here person, they've been called out on being a tranny and all this here stuff. They still get some business and stuff. But you're getting banded. Oh, you could tell. And you know what? I think it really is a tranny. He's pretty not bad looking, but you start looking at it, and this here person is looking more like a man and man as time goes on. And, I don't like this type of behavior, but people are people, and the Holy Father knew what he was going to do before he ever did it. And I'm talking to people in general. I don't want to talk about politics and stuff such as that. But when it gets down to forgiveness, the Holy Father knew what you were going to do before you ever did it. But that doesn't give us the right to inflict it upon your neighbors and other people too. It's just like a neighbor that lives over there, and they fucking, do the most hideous goddamn things and stuff like this to draw attention to themselves, because actually they need some fucking help. They need somebody to come over and talk to them. They need to get found out what the fuck's wrong with them. They don't want to say there's something wrong with them. They're going to say, well, there's nothing wrong with me. Well, there might be something very well wrong with them, and we don't know what's going on in their homes. And, I'll go on to talk about this here house that I see on the way up Dallas Street in Camas, Washington. And you know what? I goddamn tell you, there's a few houses here in Camas that I am very interested in, that the cops, I think, should be very goddamn interested in, instead of fucking wagging the tail on people like me that don't cause trouble, for one. And I'm not saying that the cops necessarily are, but this Susan Jane Donahoe and this interest down here at the Camas Park is a conflict of interest to the people of Camas, to the people of the United States of America, for this behavior to continue to happen over and over and over. There's my camera there. I didn't mean to put my hand in front of the camera. I was just seeing where it was. It's right there now. But, what we need good fucking leadership instead of poor leadership. We need good leadership instead of poor leadership. I want the best fucking leadership my tax dollar fucking pays. You guys want my fucking tax dollars. You guys want taxes inside the cities. Well, people make paychecks. And if we have these little bitches around the doors and stuff of these businesses and stuff running off businesses, you're going to get a lot less tax money. And by the way, all the garbage that they throw down in the parking lot and stuff because they're allowed to be there and do this here goddamn garbage is ridiculous. There should be no garbage outside of any fucking businesses. How dare people think that it's alright to loiter or throw down litter once they get outside the door? Or to even loiter outside of the door of a business? You should be arrested. Maybe you should be rounded up and taken away for being an habitual offender. When you're an habitual offender, and I see habitual offenders down in Camas, Washington, and even habitual offenders could be a cop. that doesn't do his job, or what I perceive is it. You see, people have perceptions, and whether my perceptions are the same as yours or not, it might be because your motives are different than mine. My motives are pure motives and stuff. I believe in ethics. I believe in accountability. I believe if you fucking steal, you should be banded out of a fucking store, and you should not be back in that store. And by the way, you should be paying a goddamn fine for stealing out of that store. And by the way, don't come running up to me for help once you've got in trouble inside of a store, and that's what my nephew Kevin did. And ultimately, he could have got out of the fucking problem, but his sister Tracy came up and interfered in it. I ran the bowling alley next door to the store that I cash money at, that I do business with for the bowling alley. Don't you think that business would favor me if I said, this is my nephew, I'll go ahead and pay you the $100 right now, and this boy is not going to be coming in your fucking business again? And that guy knew me, and you know what? He said, I already called the cops. Well, then I was going to have to deal with the cops and say, this is my nephew, I run the bowling alley next door and all this. Then my niece comes running up and fucking interferes with it, because the cops, you know, they know me. And I will take this person in and talk to him, officer, about the situation. And that would be far worse than what was going to happen to him, which would have been bad anyway. But I was going to put myself out there to do that. His sister ruined it. And he ended up going to jail. And that was a lesson there for them. But many lessons have been learned over time. You know, I better just stop this video, because I'll tell you, it's Joshua inside the cup, Joshua outside the cup. That's the main fucking thing that you need to remember, whether you're a man. Hey, women, you know what? You could, if you do believe in Jesus and you've been tricked into that, when it comes down to it and you're dead, you're forgiven anyway, because you was led astray like Eve led. It was like Eve got led away, astray, in a sense. Now that what happened between me and Eve and Satan and God is ours, and ours alone. But we can learn by accountability. Because you know what? I must be guilty too, because I was punished for 2,000 years in the beginning, and I've got a scar under my arm and on my feet and such, as the Lord would have. You see, God made it this way too, so there'd be extra evidence on top, like a cherry on top of the cake even. But men, Eve has to burn for 2,000 years for your sins. You see, you're not off the hook, and you are no one to lead the church, as far as I'm goddamn concerned. I'm better off to lead the church than you are to lead the church. But that's not my goddamn job. I'm not a preacher. I'm God's teacher. Oh, and he wants me to be the lawgiver by saying, you know, if you're guilty of one sin, you're guilty of all the sins. And if you don't know the 10 Commandments, you should memorize them. Okay? Thou shalt have no other God before me. That's number 1. Okay? Now you check out number 2. And I'll say number 3. You say number 4. I'll say number 5. You say number 6. I'll say number 7. You say number 8. I'll say number 9. And you say number 10. And we'll see which one of us gets which one wrong first. Hey, I could screw up too. I know all of them. I may not know them all in order. I'm not fucking perfect. I'm not going to sit there and, well, I might challenge you to a bowling game, and if you win, I'm going to say, good job. And probably you're an okay bowler. If I get to roll the marble and I've got my practice and nobody fucking haunting me in my bowling shoes, I'm going to kick your fucking ass, because I'm going to bring the game. Just like you're going to bring the game, goddammit. And all of you that played the game with Donald Trump and all that stuff, hey man, you brought your fucking game, but your game wasn't good enough. Got it? Now look. The Holy Father won, Donald Trump lost, and that's it. Okay? Now, here. I blew you out. Isn't that fun now? And I've got a pretty good goddamn sense of humor, where others don't. It's Yahshua inside the cup, Yahshua outside the cup. Hey, put your money back in your pocket. You might need it for a cup of coffee. You might need it to go take your girlfriend out on a fucking date. If you are gay, I don't really want to talk to you, and I sure the fuck don't want you to hit on me. Jesus will not save you from being gay. So don't even go there with me. You know, God knew what you were going to do before you ever did it. If you pleased me, you'd please the Holy Father, and if you pleased the Holy Father, you'd please me. Other than that, you fitted into that equation, because that's not my problem, that's yours. Yahshua inside the cup, Yahshua outside the cup. It's men for women, and it's women for men, and women, as far as I'm concerned, you could have a girlfriend and have a boyfriend too. And if they're cool, they might be a guy just like me. I might even like him. Bring him over. We'll have a real barbecue, and we will not be eating fucking pork. Oh, God, who would want to eat pig? And let me tell you about pig. It's not fit for human consumption. Only poor people that don't believe in God will eat it. It's true. As a main fucking food. Oh, pork this and pork that. We're going to have pork chops and pork this and pork that. Pork chops and applesauce. That shit's no good for you. It'll make you fatter than fuck. It sure won't make you lean for the Holy Father. And the Holy Father wants a lean, mean, fighting machine. And he don't want you to fucking cheat on your SATs. He wants you to get good grades. He wants you to eat good food. He wants you to be healthy. He wants you to be all you personally could be. And he doesn't really want somebody to influence you more than, man, that was a fucking great job. I wish I could do something like that. And where's your next job? What are you doing next? I mean, can I have your autograph? God damn, that was good. I do other things, though. You're an expert at that? That's wonderful. You do this, you do that. That's great. I don't want your fucking jobs either. I want you to do your jobs, and I want you to do your jobs the best you fucking can. You're a cop. You want to be dedicated to be a law enforcement officer? I want you to do the best goddamn job, and I depend on you. I'm a fucking taxpayer. By the way, if I have to call you, which I don't want to do, I'm not calling you because I'm fucking personally seeing things. It's because people are fucking acting out. And by the way, I'm the Holy Father's son, and I don't do prank fucking phone calls. I don't like prank phone call delivery systems either. That put you in a fucking little thing, you know, a fucking still system, a computer system that just runs you around, fucking asks you questions. You make it fucking personal if I have to goddamn use the phone. That's one of the sickest goddamn things. You'll piss off a person that's mad, even fucking madder. And I'm the Holy Father's son, and you don't want somebody fucking mad at you like me. And I'm telling you the goddamn truth. I goddamn didn't know any fucking thing, and now I know goddamn lots of things. And I will say everything, but I don't know everything. I'm learning as I'm going along. You gotta learn to earn. You gotta earn it to learn it. You know, like that. You gotta put in your goddamn fucking hours at the fucking gym before you can get some goddamn muscle on. Me, I don't have the gym. I just have what I have here at home, and goddamn it, you can't beat me in my fucking gym because the world is my gym. This is my temple. I don't need a fucking church, and I sure am the fuck ain't gonna give no money away to a fucking panhandler. Hey, I might turn a friend on to something. I might buy a friend a fucking gift. But if I don't know you, why would I have to give you money for anything? Go get a job and get it yourself. Because I had somebody here yesterday. He was the guy that the woman that had the van, that had the boat, you know, she came up and we had a conversation, and she says, you said that I should put a heart on the back of my van. And I said, well, fuck, it fuels just evilness, I mean, rottenness. I mean, how does people treat you? And, you know, she looks like hell. Garbage fell out of her vehicle and stuff like that. She is not goddamn blessed. And she's no more than a fucking witch in that van, as dirty as she is. Hiding behind the dirt, like Susan Donahoe, and they all do it. Hiding behind all this here crap. Look at the crap, don't look at me. Oh, please, don't look at my crap. You know, they're fucking whatever it is. That's a bunch of goddamn bullshit. When you see a fucking filthy fucking place, it's really terrible. Such as the house up there going up to Lacamas Lake, and I know I talked about this. How much I hate that house, because what it does, for one, to the children and the neighbors around it. And if the law enforcement officers can't see that, goddamn, you would think there would be an ordinance about the way that a person presents their fucking home. Because for one, I got fucking real estate being sold in this goddamn neighborhood, you know, in Camas. I got new business people coming in. I've got new money coming in. And you're going to allow that kind of shit that says this is a creepy motherfucking place and you don't want your children here too? That's what that tells me. I see all these things that are bad in Camas that needs to be goddamn cleaned up. Why? If it bothers me, I goddamn know it bothered the Holy Father. If it doesn't please me, it don't please the Holy Father. And if it doesn't please the Holy Father, it goddamn doesn't please me. So that house on that's right there is a fucking problem in your town of Camas. You know, I might not even live in Camas and Washougal soon. Because why? Well, garbage. It's not that it's not getting cleaned. It's because I can't take the fucking residual effects of this bullshit. The homeless people on Ash Street that shows up there and does unsafe things and just throws garbage down like unfucking fit American people. Unfit American people. Garbage people. Like Donald J. Trump in the White House, he's a garbage person. If you think he's good, you're goddamn garbage on my list too. You can kiss your fucking ass goodbye, because I'm never going to change my ways, and the Holy Father's never going to change his ways either. I'm just being goddamn honest with you. How do you like this? This is Matthew Thomas Wright's cup. He left it for me. He knew he was never coming. He left me this. Two can do it too. You goddamn got it. You can fucking do it too. You goddamn got it. You fucking Zodiac fucking weirdo people. They sucked him into this whole goddamn shit. I'm fucking so sick of it. My dad was a Zodiac. And I have to live with the fucking residual effects of the White House and this goddamn bullshit. From Donald J. Trump to Susan Jane Donahoe here in Camas to Washington, D.C. Everything between of them, it's just like dynamite, just like the Mission Impossible. Fuck. Do, 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 do. And it's gonna fucking happen. And sparks will fly. Fuck. God will pull it off. It's a goddamn done deal, everyone. I'm just fucking sitting here contemplating, you know, how happy I'm gonna goddamn be as these people get picked off like little fucking kitties. And hopefully it's like selective fucking service. I want this person out. I want this person. I don't necessarily want a tsunami, but I did image all the fucking boats being fucking up on the shore and stuff, all the way up that little peninsula up there by Steamboat Landing and stuff, all the way from that cruise ship thing coming this way. It seems like there was boats and stuff along there, you know, in this. I don't know what happened to those nice condos and houses over there. I hope those people are insured. But I don't know if, you know, what kind of insurance do you get that can save you from the wrath of God? Well, I'd take the Yahshua plan if I was you. That would be a good one. Yahshua inside the cup, Yahshua outside the cup. And it don't cost nothing. It's free. Hey, don't shake my hand. I had somebody today wanted to shake my hand. Hey, I said, hey, I can't do it. Oh, the guy had a Boston whaler and his wife, and I spent some time with his wife and him. His wife hopped out. I said, that's my favorite boat. It's a Boston whaler. It had 2 engines on it. It's just an awesome boat. They came from Puget Sound. They're down here. They're down here at the water today, down there in the down here in the Columbia, and they're great people. They're just wonderful people. And I told them a little bit. They just goddamn smiled. They had a great time with me. I had a great time with them. I wished them, well, you're going to have a great day. We're all fucking smiles. And you know what? They're blessed. They're totally blessed. And that's how, and I get to meet the greatest goddamn people. And if I move up to Stevenson, and I already found out that they got an inn up there too, you know, like the Rama Inn. They got one up here called the Road Inn. The Road Inn. Up here on the other end of Stevenson, near that fucking mountain. I always want to call it Mount Adams, but it is, god damn it. Hell, I'll think of it before it's over, but probably not during this here thing. Mount Hood. Hood River. Hood River, they have a bowling alley, and it's only like 20 miles away from Stevenson. Darren, Steven, Bewitched, my brother Colin, Jerry, and Dora. You know, I got so much shit on my mind, just all the little goddamn intricate things. You wouldn't fucking believe it if I started writing a book, and I should be writing books when I move up there because I'll have a little more time on my hand because, you know, I'm not going to know anyone there. Isn't that nice? I'll get to start all over again, and I never got to tell anybody anything next time. You know, they see me on the internet, they'll just know that I'm a stranger in town, in Stevenson. I may never even tell them any more than that. If they see me on YouTube, they see me on YouTube. Wouldn't that be a surprise? Too much fun. Anyway, I got to get out of here. I'm just having too much fun. Just being here thinking about what my next move's going to be. Talk to you later. Bye.